First challenges is an understanding of what the really poor and low income groups need in order to access banks. We live in urban areas for which we are completely used to this, and we take it for granted that it's easy to use. But when you are from the rural area, you have never seen one, you have never had a bank account, and often there is no literacy, forget about financial literacy. So it is very intimidating for many groups to access banks. The SHG movement, of course, helps a lot in empowering women, but there are men who also need support and counseling. The business correspondent model is very helpful. The business correspondent model also has many issues that need to be sorted out. It's not easy to do, it's starting to happen, but I think the main challenge is to understand the rural population in terms of the different limitations they have in accessing financial services. It's not all the same. There's a diversity of reasons why they can't do it, and we need to address all of them if we really want complete comprehensive coverage. Rural management is a little understood field. What we try, or what the focus of rural management has always been since its inception in Anand, is to develop business managers, but with a rural focus and a developmental understanding. Now, having people like that at the end where actually financial inclusion measures are being taken, or in structures which are trying to do it, provides an additional benefit of them understanding the financial system while also understanding the rural areas in very great detail. Because they spend a lot of time in the field during their program, they are taught to analyze it properly and also to therefore think of innovative ways of meeting the rural needs. I think they are a very specialized group which can actually add a lot of value to initiatives like financial inclusion or the task that we'll have ahead of us. Unfortunately, they are small in numbers in the country, and the programs are small and very little understood, even by the people who need them most. I think in Odisha we suffer from some of the biggest issues that actually limit financial inclusion, or I would not use the word financial inclusion actually. I think the word is extending reach. When we talk from the view of the banks, it's about reaching the last customer or the last client. But financial inclusion means being inclusive. That means having all the systems and processes in place, having people who are not intimidating, who understand how to talk and discuss with the local population, and being inclusive in all your processes and systems so that it becomes easy. Even people like me, we will think 5 times, find a friend before we go and ask for a loan. We can open a bank account, that's what we can do. And how many of us are aware of all the schemes available to us? And imagine them, what kind of financial literacy they have. Now, Odisha being in the state that it is, where despite the growth, we have limitations in infrastructure, road infrastructure, connectivity, and facilities in places where you need dedicated and committed professionals to live and extend this. So we do have a special case, but it is not so special that other states don't share it. I mean, Northeast, I think Eastern region has all the similar concerns. Plus, because of our high tribal populations, we need to think of what financial inclusion means for them, what having a bank account means for them, except for the fact of giving program benefits directly. That is a definite help. I must admit that my understanding of the objectives of this conclave was very limited. I was invited to just speak, and I didn't really have a background on what it was meant to be. Nevertheless, from what I saw and in interacting with the officers afterwards and the people at the conclave, I hope I was able to add some value in terms of bringing a complete different perspective. We all know the story of Emperor's New Clothes. I think sometimes an outsider, but who understands the system, can really bring issues that are otherwise missed, and they can be very important. I hope, though I did not talk like a financing person or a financial specialist, and I'm not a banker, I hope the views of people like us are also taken on board. That's all I can hope for.